Hey, what's up, guys? It's a little change of scenery, but I mean, it's like 4 a.m. for context. I tried to go dumpster diving for the first time. I didn't haul anything, sadly. I went because basically one of the people that I know, in the local Vocaloid sort of scene, he told me about this place that was near where I lived, where he kind of just threw away some shit, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go dumpster diving. It was a pretty cool TV, but I couldn't really carry it home, and I don't have a car, so that's not the greatest. But I ended up getting an idea from that dumpster diving near the music store, Best Buy, GameStop. I didn't get shit, but who cares? So here I'm by this gazebo on the way back, so I thought that'd be a cool place to film this video. And here I am again, another weekly video fed by the most insufferable Christian commenters. Now, will this channel be an amazing atheist sort of channel? No. I doubt it. It could be, but I really don't want it to be, I think the idea of debating religious people whether God or not is real or not is just kind of more of a personal thing for them. They should fucking sort that out themselves. Same things with religious people talking to me, acting like they have zero problems. That's kind of just full of garbage, But anyways, here I am nonetheless. The commenter said that I make my own hell by, I guess, being so callous, which is kind of true. And this comes to the title of the video, that I'm technically a loner. I'm not really lonely that much. I mostly make friends on the internet, and some people tell me that it's not as beneficial to me mentally, but I kind of like it more anyways. And I like it because you could set specific boundaries. You can make people shut up whenever they want to fucking shut up, which normally happens to me. Normally I'm the one who needs to be muted because I always say goofy shit in voice chat. But anyways, yeah, I made the video with a very nuanced take on what I believe pertaining to making friends, having a hard time doing that shit. And for me, a lot of the factors that are really holding me back is that I don't really fully want to participate in society just because of how difficult it is. I mostly just play video games for a few hours, go EP, play video games for a few hours, go EP on my days off, and on the days that I work, I'm just completely stumped. I'm done. I don't want to do shit with shit. And so that's just kind of what happens. Realistically, it's just not even that much of a big deal for me, mostly because naturally I can be very cold and callous. I can be a little on the side of self-isolation, which, I mean, that's kind of cool. I think it's all right for someone like me. I do what I like on my free time. I'm going through all the modules on TryHackMe. I've been teaching myself cybersecurity stuff, and I've been trying to do that just so I can make some sort of a better oh my gosh, my camera angle is much worse. I don't even care. I want this content to be organic, so I'm kind of just not dealing with the angles and everything. But I'm learning a little bit of that. Learning a little bit of chord progressions, music theory, playing guitar as before. I might actually make some more guitar videos. I've been hesitating to do that, mostly because I've been wanting to make a cover where I sing along with playing the guitar. I might have it pretty much ready for Stand By Me. It's a very easy, simple pop song from years ago. And then the other one is a little more difficult, just some bar chords, some switching, Beggin' by Maneskin. That shit is so great. I draw a lot of vocal inspiration from Otto and Maneskin. I think the rasp and the different placements are incredible. But anyways, this is me. Yeah, this is how I am. I'm passionate more about the things that I care about. I'm not as passionate about putting myself out there with my free time, mostly because it's just, to me, it can be cool, it can be rewarding, but I'm just not established in this world, and I don't feel like I'll be the same person for a good period of time. I think a lot of character traits and parts of myself will be the same, but over time that's just gonna change really quick. And so I might not even fully be a loner years later. And the other nuance too is that I have some friends that I might or might not be meeting up with in person in about a year, and I might be moving near where they live because one of them lives in a state that's very, very cheap And then one of them that I'm also really close with, he lives in a state that has, or not even a state, more of like a city that has incredible public transit and a good minimum wage. So, I mean, why not go for that kind of shit? You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's really a matter of me having maybe not an anxiety, or I guess it would be a fear. But it's like anytime I go in public, whether it's grocery shopping, whether it's, at work, whether it's anywhere like that, it is very difficult for me to get me out of my focus state where I have an objective. I have things that I want, or rather need to do, and I need to get them done. I hate looking at eyes. I see a sea of eyes almost constantly whenever I go outside, and I really like avoiding that shit, because like, I've mostly worked at my trades, I'm mildly on the spectrum, but I really, really dislike getting lost in like a sea of eyes. There's a reason why schizophrenic people draw the craziest art about eyes, because eyes specifically can be like very fear-inducing, especially if there's a lot of them. I think for a lot of neurotypical people, or quote-unquote normal people, it might not be as much of a problem. But for someone like me, yeah, it kind of is. And that's more of like the nuance. It's more of the shit that I think. Like when someone walks up to me, it's just like when I was in junior high and I fucking walked up to some people, except in this instance, I was fucking annoying. I was fucking annoying as a kid. I'm gonna be brutally honest about this, okay? So it makes sense that people will be like, oh no, not this guy approaching. I say that shit about almost anyone when I get approached in public, just because I don't want to deal with any of your shit right now. I'm sorry. But it's just kind of the truth. And I think it's just so funny how you could be so entitled and act like your one solution to my problems is always, to your problems, is going to solve my problems. So like, for example, your main solution for me is getting into religion, getting involved in the church. And to me, that's just stupid. I don't like that. I don't like dealing with that. I always thought church was fucking boring as a kid, and it's for good reason. When I was a little baby, the Catholic Church didn't fucking want me because they didn't want a retard, okay? Because that's how I was when I was diagnosed. That's how I was. Apparently, I was just too stupid for them, And now some people might be having those smug comments when it comes to people who are like super Christian or just whatever the hell. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, see, you're just so retarded, you don't see them. It's like, bitch, you're the one who's fucking looking at hallucinations all the time. I don't want to hear your shit, okay? I want to hear your shit. 666. Nah. I'm not gonna be that cringe. But yeah, I made that one comment, was like, hail Satan. I don't even fucking believe in God and Satan. I don't fucking care, okay? I think that shit is funny. I think that shit is funny to literally wear Satanist shit just to piss people off. That's kind of just the truth. And if you have a problem with how I operate, then shit, I mean, that's on you. I don't care. I don't know any of you guys personally if you want to talk shit to me. So it's not gonna hurt. You're not within the firewall. You're not even within the DMZ firewall. You know what I'm saying? Because DMZ companies might have like a DMZ firewall for some of their traffic that they might still need to filter through internally, but then they have a separate firewall, that's blocking off their more sensitive information. So yeah, you're not even in my DMZ firewall. So why the fuck do you think I care? And that's just really it. I think the other thing about what I said about that Vocaloid sort of concert thing that I went to, I really tried to talk to a minimum amount of people. And the other thing is, some people who are interested in the scene with more niche music, especially that type of music, might also feel the way I do about other people. I mean, you never know. Maybe not to where they hate being approached. And I actually don't mind it in the setting of like concerts if people approach me and shit. That's cool. I'm just there to chill, have a fun time, possibly meet new people, possibly hang out with people. Why the fuck not? And so that's just how it is. But the thing is, I can't feel entitled to make a connection with someone just almost immediately to where I'm worth a time slot. You know what I'm saying? Over time, you get closer to people, and that's just how shit is. And so I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that I can get more close to other people. a lot of my fears about connecting with people can be pretty invalid. And I will admit that just directly. I'll admit that there are some things that I'm still working on. But I think the idea of saying that God is king and all this other bullshit is not directly going to help me. That's just really going to get me into some sort of weird group of people who are just going to highly conditionally love me, okay? And so that's really it. Oh my gosh, one thing I gotta acknowledge is I fucking hate having body hair, particularly facial hair. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get that shit shaved soon. But that's really it for the video. I think that's really it. I think it honestly makes sense why I'm at where I'm at. The other thing is working constantly makes it to where I don't want to actually connect with people. You know, fear of like actually getting to like be friends with someone and then actually falling in love with someone and then wanting to have a future and a child with them is honestly scary for me, just because of how shit this economy is and how I am just so malprepared for getting any sort of job that I would need to actually provide for a possible family if I were to make one, okay? And that's another reason why I'm trying to get into cybersecurity, because they pay really well. Companies and just cybercrime overall every year now is going to be around $10 trillion. It's going to be a huge industry. A lot of the missing jobs, though, are mostly senior positions. So it's going to be fucking difficult for me to get into it if I even do that shit. Hey, maybe I make my own music and that shit gets like semi-big, you know, to where it's as if I have a second job. That'd be cool too. But relying on that to monetize yourself is just kind of fucking pathetic and not practical, you know? And that's just how I approach shit, okay? Like, there's zero way I would want to connect with someone in that regard and have to work 2 or 3 jobs with someone and not be able to see a child, you know, that I'd have. My fucking child in that instance, you know what I'm saying? My fucking motherfucker, okay? I'm supposed to fucking be there for them in that instance. I'm not gonna fucking do that, okay? So that's just how that shit is. And even if I were to not be in a heterosexual relationship, you know, that's the thing, is it's still hard for me to trust people. And I want to expect the other person to be brutally fucking honest with their, you know, like STIs, STDs, whatever the fuck you want to call them, because anatomically, we are more vulnerable to the spread of STIs through the rectum, okay? I'll be brutally fucking honest. I don't know if this is even, you know, able to be said on YouTube. I don't care. This is just how shit is for me, okay? This is just how shit is. This is just how I think things through, and I'm too fucking autistic as of now with my current position to actually care about having friends in person. And is that okay? Yeah. But was it a little, you know, hyperbolic for me to say that I have 21, I have no friends, as if it's a big fucking deal, as if I don't need, or as if I want them or I need them right now? Yes, that is true, okay? And it's so weird. It's something that I'm working at, but it's just, ugh. You know what I'm saying? I can't expect someone to be brutally fucking honest with their shit if I don't have my shit. I have not been very sexually active. So that's the other thing too, is I probably don't have anything. But I don't know, okay? There are a lot of funny fucking stories that I've had as a kid. As a little kid, I used to eat gum off of like random places in downtown Dallas, where I lived at the time, or where I lived near at the time. You know, just street poles, all the other shit. I was a little fucking kid. I didn't understand that much about, you know, bacteria and all the other shit. So I was walking around with my mom, and I had 3 other siblings, you know, so it's like she had to look, she had to supervise them too. So for me, it's like I might have everything, but also not be a spreader. I might have antibodies for like everything, you know? And I just want to have the idea of trust be like physically and scientifically fucking verified before I do shit with anyone, before I make any sort of commitment in that regard with anyone. Now when it comes to just having friends, just to have friends, I mean, that's kind of cool. I might do some other cool shit, like well, once I have access to myself with like a vehicle and a license, I will 100% start like dressing up and doing all this other shit on my days off and like going to golf clubs and shit like that. I love the idea of doing that. I love the idea of like, I've seen these ads on Instagram and I've been wanting and aching and dying to go to one of these, but I really am not there economically, even just for the Uber fares. But emo karaoke, you know, with a live band is fucking incredible. You're like, I live kind of near like the DFW area. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm self-doxing, but who cares? But anyways, that's it for the video. This is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo fucking ADHD rant mess. But I still hope you enjoy it. Fucking like, subscribe, share, comment, share with your mom, I guess. Just so that she could tell you that I'm fucking ugly. Anyways, okay, bye.